Hi, I'm Jack Ford, and welcome to AmericanED TV, found conveniently right here on Verizon Fios On Demand. AmericanED TV, first and only place where you can find all the important stories focusing on the world of education. We bring you the issues and personalities in an entertaining and informative way that helps you understand just how vital it is to see what is really going on in the education industry. Each month, we offer you a selection of the top college lists from the experts at the Princeton Review. AmericanED TV, because now more than ever, education matters. Patel Industries is a proud sponsor of AmericanED TV.
My name is Rob Franek. I am publisher for Princeton Review Books. I started as a teacher for the Princeton Review, teaching students how to take the SAT and the ACT, and I think I'm finally getting some of the answers right. What I promised the wonderful guidance and college counseling team here at Notre Dame, I would try to focus this lecture around a couple of different things, of which I think the Princeton Review knows a great deal, and I think will have great currency for the group of folks here tonight. Here's the exercise for students. Take out a slip of paper. You are not going to be handing this in. Here is the exercise. For students in the room, I want you to write down the names of 3 colleges or universities that you would love to see yourself at as a college freshman, with these 2 caveats. First caveat, I don't care if you don't have a prayer in heaven to get into any of these schools academically, or 2 nickels to rub together to pay for it. So 3 schools that you would love to see yourself at. Doesn't matter about academic admission, doesn't matter about financial aid or college costs. Parents, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to write down the names of 3 schools that you would love to see your son or daughter at as a college freshman. Doesn't matter about academic admission, doesn't matter about cost. Okay, here you go. 3, 2, 1. Keep your pens in your hands. I want you to cross off the following schools. You ready? I want you to cross off every Ivy League school. Oh, God. Every Ivy League school. I want you to cross off, just for giggles, I want you to cross off the following Arizona schools. We're going to cross off ASU. We're going to cross off Northern Arizona. We're going to cross off U of A. Just keep it interesting. We're going to move on from Arizona. We're going to go to California. We're going to cross off the following California schools: USC, UCLA, Santa Clara, University of San Diego, UC San Diego, Berkeley, and Stanford. We're going to cross off 2 of the Claremont colleges as well. We're going to cross off Pitzer and Pomona. We're going to move to Texas. We're going to cross off Texas A&M. We're going to cross off University of Texas. Oh, and University of Dallas. We're going to cross off the following Midwestern schools, and we're almost done. University of Chicago. We'll cross off the Loyolas. Loyola Marymount and Loyola Chicago. We'll move on from the Midwest. We're going to cross off the following New York City schools. Here we go. Fordham. NYU. Let's move from New York. We already got Columbia. 2 Boston schools: Boston College, Boston University. We'll hit Bates, Bowdoin, and Colby. 2 Southern schools: University of Florida and University of Georgia. Pencils down. I would like to see a showing of hands, who still has 3 schools left in their list. All right, I'm going to call that 7 to 8 people. Okay, 2 schools left in your list. Hands down. 1 school left in your list. Folks, we have a problem here. I want to make sure that when we are crafting that list that we're putting schools on there for the right reasons. Okay, a showing of hands, you put those 3 schools on your list because that school has an excellent academic reputation. Showing of hands. Excellent academic reputation. Perfect. Hands down. Next one. Because a family member or guidance counselor had suggested that school to you. This one never does so well. Yeah. All right, because it was a state school and you were assured you'd be showered with financial aid, showered with money. Yeah? Okay. Because it offered a major or program that you wanted to study. All right. Because of its location. Because of its size, the size of the undergraduate population. Okay, folks, excellent. These are all excellent reasons in figuring out if a school is actually going to be a great fit for us. Folks, did we leave anything off the list that we would think as a community is important to finding fit? I am in a very unique position at the Princeton Review to ask, not folks like me that have been knocking around schools for a long time, but we ask students whom we would consider current college experts, real experts who are right now at college campuses, in an academic setting, living on campus and so on. We ask them what their experiences are. So the last part of fit is always, always student opinion. It has to be that qualitative experience. One of the things that I'm most proud of doing at the Princeton Review is that we asked last year 126,000 students what their experiences were at their school in general. So we asked students, are their professors good teachers? Are their professors accessible outside the classroom after class ends? Do their professors encourage class discussion? Do their professors bring the material that they teach in class to life? Or do they suck all of the life out of the material that they teach in class? Folks, I am not the most popular person in college admissions because we are trying to listen to a constituency, current students, who are having experiences that might be wonderful trumpeters of what the school is good at, but might be terribly critical of what the school is not so great at. So my last part of fit is making sure that we are relentless in finding out that student opinion. Be that student, be that parent when you're on a tour, find out as much student opinion as possible, embarrass yourself, but make sure that you're finding the last part of fit, which is that student opinion.
The Princeton Review and AmericanED TV, the college experts. You're watching AmericanED TV on Verizon Fios On Demand.
Before I begin, I must point out that behind me sits a highly admired President of the United States and decorated war hero, while I, a cable television talk show host, has been chosen to stand here and impart wisdom. I pray I never witness a more damning example of what is wrong with America today. Graduates, faculty, parents, relatives, undergraduates, and old people that just come to these things. Good morning and congratulations to the Dartmouth class of 2011. Today, you have achieved something special. Something only 92% of Americans your age will ever know. A college diploma. That's right, with your college diploma, you now have a crushing advantage over 8% of the workforce. I'm talking about dropout losers like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg. Incidentally, speaking of Mr. Zuckerberg, only at Harvard would someone have to invent a massive social network just to talk with someone in the next room. My first job as your commencement speaker is to illustrate that life is not fair. For example, you have worked tirelessly for 4 years to earn the diploma you'll be receiving this weekend. That was great. And Dartmouth is giving me the same degree for interviewing the fourth lead in Twilight. Deal with it. Another example that life is not fair: if it does rain, the powerful rich people on stage get the tent. Deal with it. When I got the call 2 months ago to be your speaker, I decided to prepare with the same intensity many of you have devoted to an important term paper. So late last night, I began. I drank 2 cans of Red Bull, played a few hours of Call of Duty, and then opened my browser. I think Wikipedia put it best when they said Dartmouth College is a private Ivy League university in Hanover, New Hampshire, United States. Thank you and good luck. Well, today, I'm not going to waste your time with empty cliches. Instead, I'm going to give you real, practical advice that you will need to know if you're going to survive the next few years. First, adult acne lasts longer than you think. I almost canceled 2 days ago because I had a zit on my eye. Guys, this is important. You cannot iron a shirt while wearing it. Here's another one. If you live on ramen noodles for too long, you lose all feelings in your hands, and your stool becomes a white gel. And finally, wearing colorful Converse high tops beneath your graduation robe is a great way to tell your classmates that this is just the first of many horrible decisions you plan to make with the rest of your life. Of course, there are many parents here, and I have real advice for them as well. Parents, you should write this down. Many of your children, you haven't seen them in 4 years. Well, now you're about to see them every day when they come out of the basement to tell you the Wi-Fi isn't working. If your child majored in fine arts or philosophy, you have good reason to be worried. The only place they are now really qualified to get a job is ancient Greece. And I have to tell you this, you will spend more money framing your child's diploma than they will earn in the next 6 months. It's tough out there, so be patient. The only people hiring right now are Panera Bread and Mexican drug cartels. Yes, you parents must be patient because it is indeed a grim job market out there. One of the reasons it's so tough finding work is that aging baby boomers refuse to leave their jobs. Trust me on this. Even when they promise you for 5 years they are going to leave and say it on television, I mean, you can go on YouTube right now and watch the guy do it. There is no guarantee they won't come back.
Thank you for watching AmericanED TV on Verizon Fios On Demand. To learn more, go to AmericanEdTV.com.